Hey guys, Papa Pete here, and I'm popping online for a quick video tonight to talk about the announcement made this afternoon by Tommy Tallarico and the Amico team regarding 3 big licensing agreements that they've signed with different organizations. Well, let's kick right into it. The very first one, hey, I'm wearing this shirt for a reason because they were the very first video game company to get a license with one of the major sports leagues, and today they announced they have another license with Major League Baseball. Major League Baseball and all the teams will be coming to the Intellivision Amico. Now, they haven't laid out exactly what it will mean just yet, but they have said that all the teams will be available. We don't need all the players. The players change from year to year. That'll date the system. And we're going to try to keep true to the, I would think they'd keep true to the original concept of the Major League Baseball. It's just, it maintains the tradition. Yes, you can play as your favorite team, but why get the Players Association into it? Extra cost to use players that you just have to try to update every year? I think it's absolutely perfect just the way it is. Having Major League Baseball as an affiliate and having their licensing agreement, it does a couple different things. First of all, it makes you much more noticeable. It lets you, Major League Baseball, it lets them promote the Amico, whether it's at the parks when we can all go back, or on television or whatever. And it also gives credibility to the Amico itself. To have such a huge organization's license associated with their product is just an absolutely fabulous move. And I really, really don't want to underestimate the tradition involved. Remember, once again, the very first sports license, or really license of any kind for a video game, was the Intellivsion and Major League Baseball. And we're revisiting it again. Now for the second one. The second one is a little less well known, maybe. Everybody knows the name, but it's an affiliation with Evel Knievel and that organization. Of course, Evel's gone now, but his son, I believe, is Robbie Knievel. I think he's retired, but he still has done stunts over the years. And I don't think that a lot of people might look at this license and think, oh, it's not that big of a deal. You know, what's this? It's like a game that's already been developed and such. But I think you underestimate just how big Evel Knievel was in his day. I can remember back in the 70s when I was really small, getting the original Evel Knievel stunt cycle for Christmas, and what an amazing toy it was. And there was different versions of the cycle. You could get the stunt cycle, or like the rocket thing that he tried to jump Snake Canyon in, and Evel Knievel was just like everywhere. He was on, it was a big event when he was on Wide World of Sports on ABC on Saturday afternoon with one of his big jumps, and people used to just flock to try to see it. He was absolutely huge, and with so much, people love tradition nowadays. People love looking back at that era, and I really think that there's going to be a lot of nostalgia for Evel Knievel. And if it's used right, this license could not only be the one game they've already shown, which is somewhat of a port like of a mobile game, but they can do other things with it. They can create other simple games, and again, make it really appealing having that Evel Knievel license. Not to mention the fact they can get Robbie Knievel or other members of Evel Knievel's family to use films of Evel in the day, or even help promote the Amico themselves. So let's move on to the last one. And the last one is probably the thing that you may not have heard of at all. And that is the American Cornhole League. And you might look at that and think, oh my God, that's sort of foolish or whatever. I mean, who cares about the American Cornhole League? But I'm going to tell you this right now. I think it's the most important of all 3. And I'll tell you why. Because millions and millions of Americans, Canadians, all over the North America, all over the world probably, play cornhole. And they can understand it. It's a game that anyone can play. Any age, any skill level. You never know. Strength doesn't mean anything. It's just a matter of playing the game and having some fun. And it's absolutely a huge social event. And these people who watch this game, they watch it on television, ESPN. It's huge on ESPN now. All across the country. It's bigger than a lot of the mainstream sports. And these are the people who will want to play this game and who are going to be buying Amicos. So the value of that just can't be stressed enough. And it fits in perfectly with the idea of the Amico. The thought process they have is they want this to be family entertainment. They want it to be able to be played by anybody, to just sit down and have fun without this exhaustive knowledge of how to play video games or how to use a complex controller. anybody can sit down and play anybody else in a game, and the American Cornhole League is the perfect representation of that train of thought. Anyway, guys, very happy to see all three of these licenses come in today, because the other thing that it really does show, just the fact that they're being announced as they are, especially when you have something as major as Major League Baseball, no pun intended, but when you have something as huge as that, it really lends credibility to all the naysayers who are saying, oh, the Amico is not going to happen. Well, if the Amico wasn't going to happen, are they going to be announcing licenses with Major League Baseball? Are Major League Baseball going to be putting out statements along that effect at the same time along with them? And they have. These other associations, are they going to be involved with this company if they haven't seen huge products, plans, and expectations for the system? None of them would have. And they all have, and they're all very, I think, better off for doing so. Anyway, guys, that's my opinion on the big announcement today. I can't wait for the next one. Things come down the pipe all the time, so make sure you watch Tommy and the Intellivsion team on Twitter and on Facebook. And don't forget to like, comment, subscribe on my videos as well. So anyway, guys, thanks for spending a few minutes with me. Take care. We'll see you next time.
Papa Pete, the old ass gamer.
Hey, Brett Weiss here, host of Tales from a Retro Gamer and the author of the SNES Omnibus and many other books. You have been watching Papa Pete, the Old Guy Gamer. He is so old, in fact, he's almost as old as me.
What the hell?